This is unexpected.
Yo, what's up, dude?
Oh, what the heck, dude? I'm busy. Oh, actually, maybe I'm not. I think you helped me finish.
Nice, dude. No wipe. And perfect, because I wanted to tell you that I'm a Jordan breeding NARF variant from the blue world who has traveled here to inform you that you're actually a vessel, dude, who will write a dumbass script for an internet video that will inspire an American president to save the world one day. Dude.
Isn't that the plot of Lady in the Water by M. Night Shyamalan?
A rare NARF who comes once in a generation of a NARFs who is called the Madam NARF.
So?
I mean, nothing, I guess, other than for a director whose whole thing is twists. The twist being that a film critic is a dumb jerk is not super thrilling.
Shoot, M. Night doesn't only make twisty movies. What about After Earth or Avatar?
Ugh, you're right. Occasionally he also makes impossibly twist-free movies.
It's time for you to stop doing this!
Okay, fine, but one self-important mediocre twist doesn't negate twisty all-timers like Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Split, The Visit, or, other banger movies he's made that do have kind of mediocre twists, like Signs.
Signs is an incredible film, no doubt, and nice mention of The Visit. That one's ridiculously underrated.
Adult diapers come in many, you name this. It tends, it depends, a Medline and Prevail, but they all the same. They keep your mess and spilling out, and they keep it contained.
Absolutely, dude. If we're gonna complain about a Shyamalan twist, we should focus on The Village. If for no other reason, then that's the movie that made the world collectively sit up in their theater seats and say, hey, wait, does this M. Night dude suck some, dude? Maybe, dude? I don't know.
Yeah, the twist being, can you imagine if the Amish were real, is pretty weird. But I think it's a fairly small plot issue compared to, hey, let's send a blind girl into the woods to grab medicine because her sightless eyes won't be enticed by the allure of laser tag. Or Arby's.
Ceremony of meat.
Okay, yes, literally any of the elders could have grabbed a walking stick since they know that the monsters aren't real and presumably Adrian Brody doesn't want to have mentally ill-adjusted sex with them.
Hopefully.
But I feel like we're deviating, dude, from what I've decided is the premise we should be focused on, which is what is the worst M. Night twist? Not the worst M. Night movie, dude.
Well, that's actually my point. The Village twist is goofy because the Amish aren't real. But it still follows pretty naturally with the rest of the movie. It doesn't necessarily negate or make worse everything that you just watched. I mean, the movie's already done that to itself. If anything, the twist gives you a reason to rewatch a movie that you'd otherwise probably never think about again.
It is only farce.
Well, then by that logic, the winner has to be The Happening, right?
The grass is attacking!
Oh god, the trees hate us because of the summer!
Run from the wind! It's like nature's breath, but poisonous!
If you stop and you smell the roses, you'll literally jump off a building, dude!
Cheese and crackers.
Good times. And I don't disagree that that movie is stupid, but M. Night claims that the stupidity was the stupid point. He made a stupid B movie on stupid purpose, so the stupid twist makes stupid sense.
Well, that's stupid.
By the time you get to the stupid twist, you've either bought in and are having, stupid fun, or you've already left and gone into the theater next door, which is playing You Don't Mess with the Zohan before heading home to grieve the death of former Dutch State Secretary for the Interior, You
nailed that pronunciation. Rest in peace, my dude. Dude.
I'd actually like to nominate a recent horrible M. Night film.
Old?
Old.
Friggin' old.
Now, the fact that the beach makes you old is obviously not really a twist. I mean, it's right there in the title.
Yeah, and right in the feet pic poster.
I guess I never really thought of that as a feet poster.
I did.
Yeah, but all that's in the original source material.
Feet pics?
Shut up. M. Night Shyamalan actually added an additional twist. A pharmaceutical company is actually sending sick people to the beach and slipping them experimental drugs while a binocular boy watches from afar to document how long they continue to frolic or whatever before they die. The idea being that they'll gather a lifetime of test data in just a single day.
Oh, right. And this is an example of a successful case.
She didn't have a seizure for 16 and a half years.
Now
did you overlay a clip that I could see?
It's a Movieverse of Madness, my dude.
Of course. Silly me. But yes, those results sure sound great, but then a bunch of those people also don't sleep for 8 hours and 17 minutes? Does that mean they also cured sleepiness?
Right, and for the others, it's like, how are you testing bone brittleness and schizophrenia through binoculars? Are we hoping that the one will trip and break all her arms and legs and the schizophrenic will stab her on the way down?
To be clear, most sufferers of schizophrenia do not actually murder people. That's just what they do in this movie. Spoiler alert.
You're supposed to say that before the spoiler. Come on.
Time is a flat circle, but more to the twist issues, most of their tests are actively negated by the beach making them old, like the one patient whose blood doesn't clot. In theory, they're watching to see if he gets nicked and bleeds to death, but oops, he's on a magic beach where his skin heals instantly so blood doesn't even need to clot.
So, okay, yes, that twist sucks, but I still don't think it completely fully unravels any possible enjoyment of every single thing that came before.
Because everything that came before also sucks?
No, because if you liked that movie, it was because of the weird set pieces stemming from the beach's magical qualities. Like, is watching an underage girl get pregnant and crap out a baby any less fun just because you know that there's a creeper with binoculars watching from across the bay, dude?
Kinda.
You're not sex positive, my dude?
I'm getting many thoughts at the same time.
I guess that the worst trick ever pulled has to be the plot twist in Devil.
That movie about a bunch of people trapped on an elevator killing each other or something?
The one and the only, other than the 50 other movies where people kill each other in elevators.
But didn't M. Night just produce that thing? He didn't direct it.
No, but he did come up with the story, and that's the part I hate.
I don't even remember that movie. Nobody does. Who cares?
I care, and we've both apparently traveled across the movieverse solely to chat about this topic.
All right, fine. Jeez, dude.
The point is, Devil is actually pretty enjoyable for the first 70 minutes.
I imagine it's hard to hate any movie with just an 80-minute runtime.
Exactly. It's efficient. The setup is simple. 5 strangers get stuck in an elevator, and occasionally the power briefly dies, and one by one they're murdered or injured in the dark. Simultaneously outside, cops are desperately trying to figure out which elevator jockey is a killer and why, and they learn that most of these people are shitty, and also there's some talk about the literal devil, so maybe there's a karmic punishment thing going on.
Why don't you suck a butt?
Yeah, that's why I stopped riding elevators after I had an impure thought about a seahorse. It was dressed slutty, okay, dude? I'm not the first person to think that. And I will not be the last.
All right. Well, the premise is cool and fun because as a viewer, you're also hoping to figure out who the killer is before the movie tells us because, you know, you want to know who in fact done it.
Just joking. Joking.
Except twist, the killer is actually an old woman who died relatively early in the movie because, well, you see, she's actually Satan himself, right? And she's just punishing everybody else here for their sins.
It's John C.
That's unexpected. Did you guess that?
No, of course not. I didn't think to assume that the devil was not only literally real, but also embodying one of the physical characters in the scene and also faking his own death solely to, like, make these people extra sad about their sin, maybe?
That weirdly kind of sounds like the twist in the first Saw movie where the bad guy has been faked dead on the floor for the whole time for literally no reason.
That's actually an interesting point because speaking of stealing ideas from better sources, M. Night admits that his idea came from an Agatha Christie novel, and then there were none, where the police don't necessarily deduce who the actual killer is, but the reader does. And spoiler alert, it is not a Satan-imbued dead old woman.
Nice, you did it right that time. And personally, I think every story needs at least one Satan-imbued dead old woman.
No, it doesn't. What's great about the novel is it's actually possible to guess the killer, or at least there is a killer that you could have guessed if only you could have put together the clues like Mr. Police didn't in The Snowman.
Well, I guess, like, can you make our conversation into a script and then show it to a president so that he could, like, save humanity?
This script will save humanity?
I don't know, dude. I'm not really sure of the specifics. I'm just trying not to be killed by the SCRUNT, you know?
The SCRUNT?
Oh, God, the SCRUNT!
Oh, shoot. Sorry, man. I'd help, but I'm like Movieverse hopping or something. Good luck with the SCRUNT!
I mean, no? Big time.
Nice, dude. Camera speeds.